What's up, Otakuans? Welcome back. So this is going to be part 2 of our Universus unboxing. Last time we did do a quick unboxing of our Godzilla and Mothra Challenger Series, as well as showed off this amazing playmat from Universus. Like I said, this is probably top 5 playmats I've ever received or purchased. But this time around, we are going to open up our last Challenger Series. This one is going to be both our King Ghidorah and Rodan. So of course, we're going to check out what type of alts we receive, as well check out the deck itself. And just like we did last time, we're going to see whether or not we can actually utilize what's here in our very own decks. And if so, which one can we actually add it to? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, of course, we have our Challenger deck. We have our Challenger Series Godzilla manual, where we can find out exactly how to play the game, what are the cards, what are their attacks, actions, so on and so forth. And we do have our collector's pack. But I know what everyone's here to see. What did we get in our collector's pack? Well, first off, we got ourselves a Destructive Slam uncommon. Nice little alt. It's on chaos, so after this attack deals 7 or more damage, your rival destroys 1 foundation. Boom. With looking at our Godzilla, we go back to the Godzilla again. Godzilla's given +3 damage per attack with a 5 difficulty. So coming in, this one already has a 8 damage. If we have more damage buff, we can make sure we can at least do 7 damage on a half block. So this is a pretty good attack for Godzilla. Probably not for any of my decks, but it's definitely a good attack for Godzilla. Next, we have an Overwhelming Gravity Beam. Ooh, this is definitely for King Ghidorah. So this one again is an attack. If this attack is blocked, it still deals half damage. So it's essentially a throw. Okay, good to go. But it's not saying it's a throw. So if your opponent have a card that's countered through throws, if this is a throw, it does 2 damage. I know I have a card that I use that says that. So this one doesn't say it is a throw. So it's still acting as a throw, but it's not actually a throw. If you remove the card this turn, your rival commits 1 foundation. Ooh, so if you force your rival to remove a card, then you can also force them to commit a foundation. Good to go. On Death and on Void. Ooh, Death and Void. You might have to come back and look at that one. All right, so for our hit, we hit a Combined Firepower. Hell yeah. This card does not count toward progressive difficulty. Response: discard power. After you remove a card to pay a cost, you may try to play this card during this attack. Enhance, mill 4. This attack gets +1 damage for each non-foundation milled this way. Woo-wee! Alright, so I think I can use this one. It is on Death and Void, as I said before, or with our last attack card. I can use this one on Void because I do use in my Lady Nagant deck. I have cards that when they go to discard pile, they have a remove cost, and then of course they have their effects. I can use this offensively to give my attacks some damage. So I might actually use this one. I like it. I like it. Moving on to a Relentless Challenger, another King Ghidorah or Godzilla. If you have 10 or less health, this attack gets +1 or -1 damage, minimum of 1. Death and Chaos. So this is King Ghidorah. I might be able to use this one as well. Ooh, okay, we got some hits on this one. Evasive Maneuver. Enhance. Commit. This attack gets -2. If it is a low, it gets -3 instead. Ooh, I know a lot of people who like to use lows. I can definitely use this one in Void. And it's a 2 high block. Okay. And we have an attack. Flying Zap. Okay, Flying Zap. After this attack deals damage, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Now this one, I'm pretty sure we have the common or uncommon. Yeah, the common in the Challenger series for the last one. Alrighty then. Again, probably won't be using this one. It is on air, good, and earth, so I don't use any of those symbols. But it's probably a great card for this deck. So I'm not going to use any of those attacks. All good. But these foundations, I am liking these foundations. I might be able to use them. So let's go ahead and open up our Challenger Series deck itself. With all these different IPs, we have Godzilla, Cowboy, Trigun, My Hero Academia, all these different Yu Yu Hakusho as well. That was a recent set. All these different IPs are playable together, so I don't have to make a only Godzilla deck or only My Hero deck. I can add cards from different IPs into one deck to utilize all the different interactions. So I think that's pretty swell in my opinion. Of course, we do have our King Ghidorah character, Mechagodzilla, Bionic Menace. Ooh, another Mechagodzilla. And a Rodan, giant monster of the sky. Combined firepower. So I have the alt for that right over there. So for this one, I'm definitely looking to add it. So let's see if it'll be very useful. I might even play it tonight to see if the interaction is good. All right, we got a Golden Death. Enhance, rival's turn, remove. If there are 2 or more attacks in your rival's card pool, they remove 1 card from their hand. Form, remove, name a card type. Then reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add all the name type of your card and discard the rest. Interesting. Let's go ahead and put this one in a maybe pile. I think I like this one. It's a 1/5. Alright, we got Death from Above attack. Remove 1 attack from your discard pile. This attack is plus X damage. X equals remove attack's printed damage. Great again if it's a 6/3 too. Ooh, interesting. Great again if you're running a lot of cards that have a attack cards that have a printed difficulty of 5 or higher. Probably not for any of my decks though, but still a great card. Try Gravity Beam. Try Gravity Beam, Deadlock, Stun 3 range, destroy 1 foundation. If you have 2 other attacks in your card pool, look at your rival's hand and remove 1 card from it. Enhance, if at least 1 of your card has been removed this turn, this attack gets +2 damage. It's a 4 mid for 5. Really good. It is a range. I do use range void, so that might be interesting. Destroy 1 foundation if you have 2 other attacks in your card pool, rival destroys 1 hand. I might be able to utilize this one. So let's go ahead and put this one into the maybe pile. Maybe 4 attacks. First attack that I consider actually adding. Nice. We got our Monster Zero. I'm pretty sure we saw Monster Zero in the other alt pack. Enhance, remove. Your rival removes 1 card from their hand. If they have 8 or more foundation, this attack gets +3 damage. Very good, very good. I like it again. I'm really liking this Challenger deck. Got some things in the way. Let's move this over a little bit. Really liking this Challenger deck for what I'm using with Lady Nagan. So we'll check it out right after this. All right, Supersonic Flight. Destroy, change this attack zone to a high. It gets +2 speed and +3 damage. Yes, this is one that I was definitely looking forward to. This one, I can change my zone to a high, and the high is what I want to use for my Lady Nagan deck. So both of these will definitely be going into my deck. Attack cards, remove 1 foundation. This attack gets +2 damage. Probably not. It is a 3/3. 3 low for 3 as well with a 1 low. Really good card, really good card. So remove 1 foundation. If this was maybe for my if it was on fire, I probably would use it. I'm probably not going to use it on Lady Nagan or my Toga. Focus Gravity Beam. Okay. This is a powerful 3, stun 1 range. Enhance, remove 1 card from your hand. Remove this card after it resolves. Okay. Has powerful 3 on it. It has stun 1 on it. It is a 1 low for 4. 1 high block, 4/4. Very interesting. Very interesting, actually. I might want to come back and look at that one. I may want to. Multiple bites. We saw this one before. It is a 4-3. 3 mid for 6. 2 mid block. Probably won't be adding that one to the deck. Next, Overwhelming Gravity Beam. First enhance. If this attack is blocked, it still deals damage, half damage. This is the one where it's basically a throw, but it's not a throw. Really good, but probably won't be adding it to mine. Swooping Talons. We got a 4-3, too high for 7. It has EX3 on it. It's an enhance, so basically I can add 3 speed for each momentum that I discard. I don't know if it interacted with the other card that allows me to discard cards from my hand as a momentum. If so, then it'll be probably really great. It's a 3 high block, 2 high 7. Really good. It is a slam. If it was ranged, I would probably consider adding it in, but unfortunately it's only a slam, so going to be going to the no pile. Battle for Dominance. Rival's turn. Flip. Remove 1 card from your card pool. If you did, draw 1 card. Really good enhance. I like that one. I'm going to go ahead and throw that one to the maybes as well. Evasive Maneuver. Evasive Maneuver. We just got the alt for it. Commit this tech is -2 speed. Yeah, so we just got the alt for this one. So this one's also going to go for the maybe pile because we have the alt up there. Galactic Monster. You may try to play this card as a form from your removed pile. Enhance. Commit. This tech is +2 damage. If your rival has 10 or more foundation, it gets +4 damage instead. Yes. Yes. Late in the game, it's probably about to get a buff. Malicious Evil. Flip. Choose 1 rival foundation's ability on the chosen card cannot be played for the rest of the enhanced step. Probably not on this one. It may go into a sideboard. Now I'm thinking about it. If I'm playing someone, yeah, if I'm playing someone who's using something that's probably bad from my deck, then I can go ahead and sideboard this one in afterwards. Quick Arrival. Destroy 1 foundation. This attack gets +1 speed. If it was on fire, I would really want to do this. Probably not. Actually, I have some interactions, so we'll look at that one. Relentless Challenger. We got the shiny for this one. If you have 10 or less health, this attack gets +1/+1. Let's go ahead and add that one. I really need to look at my Lady in the Gaunt deck after this one. Space Terror. This is a 0/5. Good to go. Flip. This attack is +1 damage. It's a flip. I have no way of unflipping, so this one's going to be a no for me. Triple Double. Enhance. Flip. Your rival discards 1 card. They may remove 1 foundation or 1 momentum to cancel this one. Good way of getting them to remove a foundation or a momentum, but again, it's a flip just to get them to discard a card and they can cancel if they want to, and I've just flipped this card and can't use it again, so probably not. All right, and yeah, last 4 are the triple doubles. So that is all we have for the King Ghidorah and the Rodan set. There are a lot of foundations that I am considering putting into my Lady in the Gaunt deck coming from this one. Let's go ahead and put these to the side. We even had some attacks. We even had a couple of attacks that we considered. So all of these, what is this? We got a rare. So these were our rares. Let's go ahead and put those to the side. We're going to go ahead and put those into the sleeve. All right. Those we are not using. I think a lot of our cards from... Actually, let me look at that one more time. No, this one is an alt. These are just 2 rares. Okay. So yeah, these are still going in there. I just wanted to make sure I had the alts as well. So these are going into this sleeve. These I'm going to be looking at my deck. I need to look at my deck and see if I want to utilize any of these. So not as yet. Of course, here are the commons and uncommons, and above we have the rares and the alts and above. So let's go ahead and slide that to the side for now. We won't be using any of these, so these are going to be going back into the deck box for Godzilla. But let's look at these characters. First off, we have a King Ghidorah, Emperor of the Cosmos. giant monster. At the start of the game, add 3 King Ghidorah counters to this card. Okay, I was wondering because this, so the health and obviously hand size of the cards is a 610, meaning you only have a 6 card hand size with a 10 damage. So that's a pretty low damage. But this one also, like it says at the start of the game, when you start the game, you place 3 counters on it. So essentially, it has 30 health. Ugh. If you would lose the game due to your health being reduced below 1, instead remove 1 King Ghidorah counter. That's what I mean. Hold on. So is that? Then if there are no King Ghidorahs on this card, you lose the game. So I'm curious. I might have to ask if this is a 40 health or a 30 health, because the way I'm reading it, you have 10 health, you have 3 counters on it. If you go below 1, you get another 10 health. So now we're sitting at 20 health. You go below 1 again, you've used 2 counters, you're not at 30 health. And if you go below 1 again, you get another 10 health. You're at 40 health and you have 0. The way I'm reading it, if you go below 1 again this time, then you lose the game. So does this have 40 health or does this have 30 health? I might have to ask someone. Next, we have a enhance on it as well. So the enhance on this one is commit. Remove 1 card from your hand. Choose 1 attack or foundation in your discard pile and remove it. You may try to play that card this turn. Okay. Very interesting. So I'm guessing you get to try to play a card. I'm gonna have to ask about the interaction on this one. That one's a little confusing for me. Next, we have our Rodan, Giant Monster of the Sky. Enhance Tenacious. Remove the top card of your discard pile. This tech is plus X or minus XP. X equals the printed block modifier of the removed card. So if you have a lot of So this allows you to remove a card. So whatever the block modifier is for the card. So let's, for example, this asset has a 2 mid block modifier. If I were to remove that one, then my attack is going to get plus 2 speed, or your attack is going to get minus 2 speed. Enhance, commit. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put them back in any order. If you have 4 or more attacks in your remove pile, look at the top 4 cards instead. So this is pretty good. One, obviously you want to build your remove pile up by using the first enhance. But 2, you are removing cards. So if you are removing cards that have enhances on it, or responses on it from being removed from the game, then you can obviously use those responses. So great character as well. And lastly, we got another Godzilla. We got Mechagodzilla Bionic Menace. This is a giant monster. Enhance, remove the top 3 cards of your deck. Your attack gets plus 2 speed and plus 2 damage. So every attack, you got to remove top 3 cards of your deck. Every attack gets plus 2 plus 2. Again, if you have cards that interact with being removed, that's always great too. Response, commit. After you take damage from an attack, commit 1 Rebel Foundation. So this is a one time because you do have to commit it, unless you have foundations or on the other card that allows you to uncommit your character card. But every time your rival manages to deal damage to you, then you can commit one of their foundations. So that's a really good card to use defensively. If you have a card that can ready up your character, I think that would be really great for this one, so you can keep on destroying or committing their foundations every time they attack you. So if they get a good 3 string, you're committing. Makes it harder for them to play more attacks on you, or to put foundations out there after they're done with their string of attacks. All right, so again, that was our Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Rodan Challenger Series. This was part 2. Part 1, we did do the Godzilla and Mothra Challenger Series. Not many cards that I could have used from that one, but this one, I'm having plenty of success. I definitely have to go through all of my cards to see what has the best interaction and what needs to go and what I can go ahead and put in. But that is all we do have for this Challenger deck. If you did like the Challenger deck, if you want to learn more about it, if you want possibly even find your own Challenger deck, I would invite you all to join the Discord I am part of. It is a Universus Discord where you can meet other players. You can play in our tournaments that we do run. We run tournaments on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So if you want to get your own deck and then actually play in those tournaments using whether Godzilla cards, you can use Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, My Hero cards, whatever IP you're into, definitely check out. That is discord.gg/ExperiencedRick. I will also drop it into the description. But come hang out with us, learn with us, play with us, enjoy and grow in this community. But again, this is all we have today. I appreciate all of your time. Have a good one.